Hello. I hope all of you are doing well today. Uh, This is me realizing I'm addicted to doing tier lists because my last stream I did a tier list of every Hollow Knight boss and area, and now I'm doing it for all the Soulsborne games. So yeah, this template has 180 images, so 180 bosses in here, and I'm gonna be ranking them all because why not? Uh, I don't think I fought every single one of them. I know Sekiro has a bad ending. I haven't done that yet, but other than that, I should have fought every single boss in this list. And this is kind of like gonna be like a part one of two. Like I'm gonna do all the bosses on the stream. I'm gonna do the tier list for all of them. But uh, I'm doing this now because I want to see how much my opinion changes on some of the bosses after I'm done streaming all of them on Twitch. Because my next stream will be Demon Souls. I'm gonna do a proper playthrough of that, and then I'll finish the other games, and then after that, I'll see if this tier list aged well. Now, without further ado, let's start with Demon Souls. So everything all the way up until Asylum Demon is Demon Souls. So we're gonna start right up with that. Adjudicator. This is probably one of the most mechanically simple bosses in the series. I'm gonna be saying this about many of the Demon Souls bosses because a lot of these bosses are very gimmicky and experimental, and they're not like Elden Ring where every single one of them is like an endurance test. Um, but yeah, Adjudicator is really easy. I love his design. His design is awesome, but other than that, he doesn't really have that much going for him. He's not a terrible fight, but I don't know. Like he's very, I think unremarkable is the right word for him. He's gonna go in D tier. He's he's very whatever. He's not amazing. He's just there. His weapon is sick though. The meat cleaver. That weapon rules. I love using it. All right, armor spider. I like this boss more than Adjudicator, but again, not really nothing to write home about. Simple move set, cool design, terrifying design if you have arachnophobia. But yeah, I think I'll put you in. No, Beast too high. C tier. Yeah, I think C tier fits well at home for you. Dirty Colossus is very. That's pretty bad. Like it's so like there's nothing really to the boss. It just swings at you and sometimes shoots flies at you, but like that's it. And also, this boss has the curse of having one of the worst run backs, especially in the game. Okay, wait. Actually, I should probably establish this beforehand. I'm not really gonna take. I'm not really gonna take the run backs into consideration unless if during the fight all I'm thinking about is if I die I have to fight the boss again. That's a bad run back, and this it affects this boss even more. Like normally, I put this boss in D tier, but I think it's going in E because of the fact that the area preceding it is abysmal. Uh, Dragon God fucking sucks. I hate this boss. They hype this boss up in the intro of the game. Like this huge dragon coming over onto the tower. It looks awesome. Oh my god, you fight it? It's a puzzle. You just hide and then you just run. And then you just keep doing this until you shoot two bows at it. And then it's finally down, and the fight is you hit its chin enough times and it dies. This is one of the most disappointing fights I've ever done in the series. It's so disappointing. I was like, that's it? Really? Anyways, Flame Lurker, pretty good. You're going in A tier. That's probably a hot take. Like I feel like most people would put him in B, but I think for Demon Souls he's very solid. Uh, Maybe I'll put him down in B later on, but let's see. For now, I feel comfortable putting him in A. His design is amazing. His moveset is very simple, but it's very intense. You have to be very careful. Uh, Also, tip: if you suck at fighting him, use magic weapons or magic spells. Like he's much weaker than magic. If I remember correctly. Fool's Idol. It's a very creative fight. If you don't remember to kill the guy, like in a building near her, she's gonna just keep coming back and reviving and reviving. This happened to be the first time, and I was so confused. And then when I finally found the guy and killed her, I was like, okay, finally. But yeah, her gimmick is cool. I like that. I know how it goes, but I don't know how to explain it reasonably. I don't know how to explain it properly, but this is not like a traditional fight. And sometimes when she's lower on health, she'll summon multiple versions of herself, and you have to hit the correct one. The correct one. If you hit the correct one, she loses HP. I think she's going in C. Yeah, she's all right. She's fine. Leechmonger's pretty fucking bad. I think you're going. You're not as bad as Dragon God, but you're still pretty damn terrible. E tier, yeah. This boss is very nothing. It's so bland. It's so like the design is terrifying. I think most of these bosses have great designs. I think that in itself is not an issue. It's just the fight itself is so there's nothing. There's nothing to it. You can really tank hits and just keep swinging at him and he'll die eventually. Or if you have low DPS, he can just keep healing and healing and healing. Either way, it's a shit experience and it's not fun. Uh, okay, Maiden Estrella. This one is a weird one because this is not really a boss fight. This is more like a significant character, and you're just fighting her NPC tier 3 sub simp instead of her. You can fight her, but if you kill the knight, you can just let her kill herself. But it's decent. It works. It works. And for a boss that's in the fifth Arkstone, it's a miracle that's even higher than D tier. This fight is good. I enjoy it. Maneater. This is going to be a very controversial one. I think you are also in B tier. The AI is janky. I'm not even gonna try to hide that. It is very much janky. But there's just something about it. This being the first gank fight, to my knowledge, in the series that really makes me feel I should put it this high. Like it's great. For its first attempt, it's really, really not that bad. It could have been a lot worse, but no. And I remember a lot of people complaining that it's a very difficult fight. And yes, if we're talking about the hardest bosses in this game, this is like top 3, probably top 5, top 3. But I didn't really struggle that much with Maneater. And also, it benefits from having a decent run back. Like, it's not that long. You can just go up the building again. Yeah, Maneater was pretty good. Old Hero, I'm going to put you on top of C tier because, again, you're a very simple, unremarkable fight, but the gimmick is really cool. I like that. I like that he's blind, but he can tell where you are if he hears you. And if you have the thief ring, it just trivializes the fight entirely. You can break the boss fight with that ring. Old King Alan is an easy A tier. He's just awesome. Yeah. I don't know. His moveset is great. The build up of anticipation getting to fight him is great. I don't like the run back that much if you die. You probably will die a few times because he's definitely the hardest boss in the game for me. But the actual fight itself is awesome. I love it, and you can definitely see the DNA of some of the really good bosses in the future coming from this guy. He's great. Old Monk. I'm not a fan of PvP stuff in these games, so that's me being very biased. But I just it doesn't work for me. You can still fight it with the NPC, but even then the NPC is a joke. So it's like I don't know. This doesn't work for me. I sure hope they don't attempt to do this ever again. Anyways, Someone. Oh, I just. Oh no, wait. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Wait. I'm just checking to make sure everything's here. Everything. Okay. All the bosses are there. I got worried that they didn't include the Shadow of the Urshi ones. Okay, we're fine. Hot take: I like Penetrator more than Old King Allant. They're both A tier. They're both great fights. They're both really good fights, especially for Demon Souls. Uh, but I like Penetrator a little more just simply because I like his design more. I think he has a less egregious run back. And also, apparently, in the PS5 version, you can get his armor. It's very hard to do, but apparently, you can just do it, and I love that. But yeah, both and his moveset is super simple, but it's very fun to dodge. It's fun to just take turns. He does a swing, then I start swinging at him. It's great. Phalanx. Huh. For the first actual boss fight of the game, it could have been so much worse. And like this is a very creative fight. Obviously it's based off the Phalanx in real life, like the tactic. And I find that really cool. But in terms of comparing it to all these, I think it lands at C tier. I think Fool's Idol is better. Yeah, Phalanx is all right. There's nothing that makes it stand out in a good or bad way. It's just there to teach you not to be too aggressive, or otherwise they will all just start throwing spears at you and you'll die. And also the amount of pine resins and fire bombs you get encourages you to just use them against this boss because this boss is stupidly weak to fire, and I think that's a good way to teach the player to make use of the items that you get. So yeah, I think C tier works. I just had the sudden urge to do that. Actually, yeah, there we go. That feels right. Uh, okay, Storm King is a weird one. I'm saying this a lot. Demon Souls bosses are weird, dude. Like, they are. This is by far the most experimental they've been, and I don't have any problems with it. It's just something I noticed. Storm King, spectacle wise, this is like an A tier, but mechanically, I guess you're going in B. You're not better than Maiden Astray or Maneater, but you're definitely better than Fool's Idol, I think. So bottom of B tier works for you. Again, simple fight, amazing spectacle. This is where you get the Storm Ruler, and you can just swing the winds at these stingrays, whatever the hell they are, and it's very satisfying to do that. So yeah, I think that makes up for the fact that it's not that amazing of a fight. Like it's pretty good. I have a good time with it. Okay, we're almost done with Demon Souls already. Shit. Okay, Tower Knight. I'm gonna put you in the bottom of A tier, to be honest. I feel like I'm being very generous to this game lately because I remember last time I only put Penetrator and Old King Alon on A. But I don't know. This is probably the most iconic boss in the game. You can fight him very early on. His design is just spectacular. His shield is awesome. And I don't. It's the arena is so memorable. I love that you can just kill the people on the stairs, so that they don't interrupt you, and then you can just fight the knight. And if you slash at his ankles, he'll get staggered, and you can do massive damage on the head, which is very satisfying. This is a good fight. This is a really good fight. And the last fight of Demon Souls, Vanguard Demon. This is the first ever fight in the series, and I think you know, I don't know actually. This is again like. Also, there's two versions of this fight. There's the one in the beginning of the game, and then there's one in World 4. I forgot the name, unfortunately. There's one in World 4, and that one is so much more pathetically easy because you don't have only one chance to beat it. But like its moveset is very, very basic. Again, it's the first boss ever, so I think it's better than them making them an Elden Ring boss. I think you'll go in B tier. His design is amazing. I think for its first ever fight, this is a good way to start it off. Vanguard Demon absolutely works for me. Pretty solid boss. And that's it for the Demon Souls bosses. This is how it looks like. Oh yeah, also by the way, I'm gonna just make a new. I'm just gonna make a new tier. Let's make a new tier right now. Okay. You're gonna figure out why real soon. G. There's a boss very soon that we're gonna talk about. That's so bad that it's the only boss that's going in this tier. You're gonna find out very soon who it is. If you've played these games, you know who it is already. Anyways, now we're in Dark Souls 1. I like Asylum Demon a lot. I think Asylum Demon is a better Vanguard Demon in practically every way. This time you're encouraged to win. You literally have to beat it to progress through the game. Unless if you do a speedrun glitch, which in that case, no. But if you're a casual player or just want to play the game, normally without doing insane speedrun tactics, you're gonna fight this boss. And I think I think he's a great first boss. He's so iconic. The music is amazing. His weapon is so cool. If you beat him the first time without entering the room to the left, you can get his weapon, and his weapon is, from what I heard, not very good, but it looks cool. So that's and to me that's all that matters. It's all about the fucking fashion. Asylum Demon's going in B tier. All right. I just want to apologize in advance for the language and disgusting things I'm about to say. Bed of Chaos is honestly probably the worst boss I've ever fought in a video game. Like, this series has plenty of terrible bosses, and we will get there eventually. But this specific boss, to me, is so fundamentally fucked that it's kind of impressive that they even allowed this to happen. I don't know why. This is an abysmal fight. Like, most of the Dark Souls 1 bosses, I think the average tier I give for Dark Souls 1 boss is probably B or C. If this boss didn't exist, it'd be B. Like, this boss is the only boss in this entire series that I give a full-on 0 out of 10. It has nothing to note, nothing worthwhile to mention. Also, hey Red, I'm about to go on a massive rant talking about my least favorite boss in the video game. I hope you're doing well. But yeah, Bed of Chaos has nothing to offer. And the worst part is, unlike many of the other bad bosses in this series, you cannot skip this fight. It's unskippable. You have to beat this boss to progress through the game. And this boss is probably single-handedly the reason why I don't beat Dark Souls 1 as much as the other games. It's just that fucking bad to me. I haven't even talked about why it's bad. I'm just building... Okay. So, like, this boss is meant to be the Witch of Izalith, or at least very much related to it, and that's fine. I had a feeling that was gonna happen after fighting Nito and Seath, right? But like, this is not a fight. This is a platforming obstacle course and a game with the jankiest platforming in existence. Dark Souls is not a platforming game. This, like, you have to make some stupid jumps, and sometimes because the game is janky, you'll just fall off. Oh, what's that? You're good at doing that? Oh, okay. How are you gonna deal with him constantly swiping the arena and possibly making you fall to your death? Because that's probably going to happen. This fight is so fucking bad, and in order for you to defeat this fight, you have to break 2 cores, one on the left, one on the right. Okay, fine. That's fine. You know what your reward is for doing that? And then you enter the fucking tree itself. You fight. You know you fight? A bug that dies in 1 hit. Why did they do it like this? This is baffling to me. This is jaw-droppingly bad. I'm gonna call this boss the Bad of Chaos because it's horrible. And the worst part is, I feel like all the insults and bad things I'm saying about it doesn't even do justice how bad this boss actually is. Like, all I can say is, if there's a boss in a game that's so bad that it makes me single-handedly not want to play the game as much as other games, that's an impressively terrible boss. And to me, Bed of Chaos is that bad, and I think that's why it warrants having its own tier. I'm just spoiler. None of these bosses are going in G tier. None of them. There'll be a lot in F. There'll be a lot in all the other ones. None of them are going in. This is just the most fundamentally fucked boss in the entire series, and I hate it with a burning passion. No pun intended. I don't care. Fire. Ha. Funny. Okay. And also, wait, one more thing. I'm not done yet. One more thing. I'm fairly confident that even after I play through the series live, this will still be in G tier. Like, most of these will probably be higher. Some of them will be lower. This one will be. This is a constant. This is an absolute. This is not going to go. This is not going to change. It's just not going to happen. All right, I'm done. Let's talk about a good boss. Bell Gargoyles. This is a great fight. I think they're gonna go higher than Maneater because they're literally a better Maneater. I don't know. It's just iconic arena, iconic move sets. Their designs are just perfect. The fact that they're guarding the one of two bells and they're very important to the game. Like this is a very important fight, and it works tremendously well. I think this was the boss that started to make me understand the game, because I remember I was just running around aimlessly, dying a lot because it's Dark Souls. I didn't understand what to do. I beat a Silent Demon and Taurus Demon, and that felt great, but they weren't that challenging. This boss really tested me the first time, and I still remember how satisfying it felt to defeat them for the first time and then ring that Bell of Awakening. It's just this is a great boss. You know what? A tier, bottom A tier actually. Yeah, that feels more right to me. Calamite is great. Calamite's really good. I'm gonna put you here. Yeah. Admittedly, this is a little bit of a janky fight, but this up to this point, this is the best dragon fight we've had. I'm saying this before Sin, Midir, and Bale came out. Okay, they're better. We'll get there. But the bosses before this one were Dragon God and Gaping Dragon, and they're not that great. Dragon God is terrible. Gaping Dragon will get there, but I don't think very highly of that fight. Calamine has an awesome design. The cutscene leading up to him is great, where Go shoots that giant arrow and it lands on him. That's the raw shit ever. I love it. And the soundtrack is great. This is one of my favorite soundtracks from Dark Souls 1. It's so intimidating, and it fits because this is an intimidating ass dragon. And it's a dragon. It has to be intimidating, and I think they did a good job here. The only reason it's not an S is because some moves are a little janky, and sometimes it feels like, depending on where I am at the arena, I just cannot do anything about its attacks and I get hit. But that's just maybe that's just a skill issue on my end. But this is a good fight. I like this fight. Okay. Capra Demon, you are going in fucking F tier. You're bad. Actually, bottom E tier. The saving grace, I guess, is that the actual Capra Demon itself is a fun fight. But do I even need to explain myself? The two dogs, the stupidly tiny arena. I think that's the smallest arena in the entire series. And I don't know why they felt the need to do that. Just literally, I wish they just made a more stronger Capra Demon instead of having two dogs in a small arena. Why? You already have to fight dogs leading up to him. Why did they feel the need to put them in the arena too? What the fuck is wrong with you? But yeah, it sucks. If I was just talking about the Capra Demon himself, if the fight was just that and the arena was bigger, C tier. Maybe if I was in a good mood, low B tier. But because the fight is the way it is, I cannot give it higher than this. It's really not. Actually, I can. I think it's better than these two. It's not going in D tier though. I'll be way too generous to do that. Oh, Caesar's Discharge is fucking horrible. I hate this fight. The lore is good. I think the lore is sad. Like it's one of the witch's brother, and he was in such pain and anguish that she gave him a ring to try to relieve him of the pain, and then he lost the ring like a fucking idiot, and now he's in pain again, and he's just guarding his sister's stuff. So that's why when you're running towards him, he's just passive. Unless and then once you take it, he's gonna fucking kill you. The thing is, you have to kill him. You have to kill him, or else, you have to kill him to make it through the lava area. And I hate that. I don't like this fight. It sucks. I'm sorry. It's a shit fight. This guy has probably one of the most jankiest hitboxes. I get it. I get it. He's huge. I get it. He's a humongous being. But like, come the fuck on. Sometimes it feels like I just get hit. Doesn't matter. Which is why I like to take the armor and then just run straight to the beginning of the arena and then make him fall to his death. That's my favorite way of killing him. Because doing it normally is such a chore to do. And yeah, you're going in F tier. Centipede Demon's even worse. It's even worse. This boss it's the most filler boss ever. I hate the arena. It's covered in lava, by the way. So if you don't have the orange charred ring, which you probably won't, because this guy has it, you have such a narrow space to fight him on. He has really janky hitboxes. His soundtrack is, I'm pretty sure, reused for another boss. I don't remember fully though, but I feel like they did that, and it's like wow, the lava area in this game, Lost Isolith, it's so much worse than anything else in that game. Except for Quelaag. Quelaag is genuinely A tier. I think she's honestly an A tier fight because her moveset is very fun. Her moveset is one of the more intense ones in the base game, and it's surprisingly still fair. Like, it's a very fair fight. She attacks quickly, and then she also has the spider half of her that spits lava everywhere. But I never felt like it was bullshit. It never feels bullshit to me. So I enjoy this fight very much, and also the fact that she's guarding the second bell, so she's also in very important fights. And yes, the arena that she's in sucks. Blytown sucks, but if you have the master key, it's really not that bad of a run back because there's a bonfire like a minute away from her. That sounds long, but like, just literally go on a straight line and avoid the big rock enemies. You'll be fine. Quelaag's great. I love her design, and it's not just because of the way she looks. It's because I don't know how to explain it, man. I can't English today. Okay. Okay, before I rank Crossfeed Priscilla, the lore on this boss is horrifying because literally the outcome of this is Seath the Scaleless and Guinevere banging each other, and this is the outcome. What the fuck? Like, what the actual fuck is going on there? Anyways, the actual fight itself is really not that remarkable to me. Like, I think I think her leaving footprints on the snow is very cool. That's very cool. It's a very creative idea. But other than that, her moveset is very basic. And you don't even have to fight her. Like, unless you want to get her weapon, Priscilla's dagger, I'm pretty sure, and if you want to get her scythe. But other than that, like, there's really no incentive to do it. And she literally offers you to just leave the area without having to kill her. And I think I'd rather do that because this fight is just not that good to warrant it. So I'll put her above Phalanx. Yeah, she's fine. She's like a very inoffensive fight to me. Gwynton is an offensive fight because actually it's not that bad. I'm not thinking about it. It's not that long, but I don't like bosses where you don't just fight them from the get-go, so maybe I'm just being biased here. But this one's fine, I guess. This one Am I really putting him close to cross speed? No, 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 no. Because, like, it's a long hallway, and, I don't know, it's like, he just spams magic at you. Well, he doesn't spam it, like, he's very generous with the amount of times he casts it at you, and you have plenty of time to dodge them, so that's, that's not a problem. But yeah, I think D tier works for them. He's okay. Demon Fire Sage is a reskin of a fucking good boss. But at least it has fiery textures on it, so it's going in E tier. I'm not gonna say much more than that because I already said what I said about the Asylum Demon. It's literally the same thing. Four Kings. I have a love hate relationship with this boss because the way this boss is gonna go is heavily dependent on your DPS. If you have low DPS, this fight is gonna be hell. If you have high DPS, this is one of the most exhilarating fights in the series. You're top one B tier, actually, yeah. And I haven't done further than New Game Plus 2, but I heard on High New Game Plus, this is like one of the hardest bosses in the entire series, and I can completely see that because literally the best way to fight him is to just tank him and keep spamming. You can't really do that on New Game Plus and beyond, where he does a lot of damage to you. But yeah, also their designs are sick. The arena is so creative and unique. It's just a pretty solid boss. All right, Gaping Dragon. I mean, here. Okay, let me just start by saying the design is cool as fuck. Like, this is a really, really, really creative design. I feel like I'm saying this about most of the bosses, but like, it just goes to show how good From Software is with this. Like, most of these are just insanely cool looking. But yeah, Gaping Dragon is terrifying. I also think she's better than most of these fights so far. And I think given her size, she does an appropriate amount of damage to you, which is to say a lot of damage to you. But it makes sense. The cutscene leading up to her is absolutely terrifying, and I memorized it very well. Huh. I don't know what else to say. This is a good fight. It's not a good fight. It's an alright fight. My brain is not working today. I might have to actually make this stream a two-parter. Wow. Okay. Let's see. Okay, I'll just do the Dark Souls 1 bosses first, and I'll see from there. All right. Gravelord Nido. Here's the thing. I hate the run back to this boss. It's a very tedious run back because Tomb of the Giants is a terrible area. I get what they were going for with that area, but it just does not work, and it's not fun. It's not fun to traverse through. I don't like the skeleton dogs, whatever the hell they're called. I'm talking more about them than the boss, but like the actual boss itself is fine. His design is sick, and his weapon is great. I think it's one of the best weapons in the game, if I'm not wrong. But the fight itself is just kind of annoying because you have to fight a bunch of his skeleton minions while fighting him too, and like I get it, that makes sense. It makes sense. I get why he would do that, but it makes for a very annoying fight. So I can't really put him that high up for me. And his moveset is relatively simple, which I guess makes up for the fact that you're fighting basically an insane gank fight. Yeah, you're going in C tier. Sif is fantastic. Bottom of A tier though, because the moveset doesn't have much to offer, but it's heavily just like based off emotion. This is the only fight in the game that I don't want to fight, not because it's bad, but because I feel horrible about doing it. And this is very clearly what they were going for. And the amount of length that they went to make sure that you have to fight this boss every playthrough is kind of like sadistically funny. Like, what's that? You killed Sif before, so you don't have to do the Abyss ring. Yeah, you don't have to you don't have to get the ring the next playthrough. Nope, too bad. They take it away from you. Kill him again. Like, what the fuck? It's so sadistic. But the fight itself is good. The soundtrack, I don't even need to say anything about it. It's just amazing. It's one of the most memorable soundtracks, and there's a reason why it's memed so much. It's so sad. I love this fight. I love this fight very much. Sif is a cute dog. I would pet Sif if it wasn't holding a giant ass greatsword at my throat. Uh, I actually like Gwyn a lot. Is he A tier though? I don't think so. I still like him. Again, like with Sif, great soundtrack, very memorable soundtrack. I think also he's like literally a big reason why things are happening the way they are in Dark Souls 1. So he's very important to the lore. His design is awesome. He like you can just tell by the way he looks when you fight him that you are not fighting him in his prime. He looks like very much like a shell of his former self. But even despite that, he still wrecks you. If you don't know how to parry, he's gonna wreck you. And it makes you wonder, gee, how much stronger was he in his prime then? And I just like I don't know. I just find that really cool. But if you can parry, this boss is a joke. And either way, like I like that you have the option to do that as well. All right, Iron Golem. Top of C tier, I think. Yeah. This boss is this is this is another inoffensive boss. It is memorable though because this is right before Anor Londo, and this is right after the hell that is Sans Fortress. And I really like that you can just kill him in multiple ways. Like you can just shank his ankles until he's dead, and I find that very amusing. I don't know what it is with me, but I find it much more difficult to make him fall off than to actually just make his HP go down to zero. I have no idea why. But I did successfully do it once, make him fall off, and it was one of the most glorious things ever. Actually, I'm gonna put him. You know what? I'm gonna put you in B tier just because of that. I'm remembering this fight is a lot more fun than the C tier bosses. So there you go, B tier. All right. I mean, I don't even need to explain myself. Artorias is phenomenal. This is the fight that they really started to understand how to make amazing boss fights. His also like just like his armor set is one of my favorite armor sets in fiction. Like if I'm literally willing to lose weight just to be able to wear it. Like that's how cool looking it is. He's this Artorias. He's literally the embodiment of a hero. He's very hero in his lore. He's a badass. He's one of the knights of Gwyn. I think he's one of the four knights. His weapon is sick. He's the owner of Great Grey Wolf Sif, which is why Sif is trying to stop you from looting his stuff, which makes sense. Like she's just being a good dog, and you're being a bitch by trying to kill her, and you certainly feel like a bitch after killing her. Anyways, his moveset is by probably one of the most complex in the game. But it's still done in a very fair way. There's no BS attacks. The only thing I can see people complaining about is sometimes it's never consistent how many air slashes he does at you. But to be fair, I don't even care, man. It's just like it's so cool. He's such an anime character, and almost every time I get hit, I'm always like, yeah, that's completely on me. Like Artorias is just. Also, it's the fact that he's fighting you with one arm, and it's not even his dominant arm, and he's still kicking your ass. Imagine fighting him in his prime. Like imagine him holding the sword in his dominant arm, and then just wrecking you with it. Like that would be so much more difficult. So it makes you wonder how much stronger he was. Also, the fact that he was fighting the abyss, and then ended up in this state. Like this guy is a fucking badass. Like he's. I don't think I could justify putting him lower than S tier because he's just S tier. He's fantastic. He's great. He's a really really good boss. Manus is also S tier to be honest. Like I don't think most people would do this, but he's a great boss fight to me. Like the arena building up to him is very ominous. His moveset is the most chaotic, intense shit ever.
The soundtrack is great. The same with Artorias, by the way. I forgot to mention that this soundtrack works very well for him. Uh, just I just love Manus.
And Father of the Abyss is just that goes hard. That goes incredibly hard. His five his 5 hit combo attack is a little ridiculous, but he telegraphs that well beforehand. So if you know the game well enough, you're gonna know to just run the fuck away and let him finish, then attack him. These two fights are amazing. I love them. I don't love this fight as much. Moonlight Butterfly is probably going at bottom of D tier. Yeah, bottom of D tier. I was thinking putting it to E tier, but it does some things well enough to put it away out from that. Uh, yeah, okay. I really don't have much to say about you. I don't have much to say about the butterfly. Like, her moveset is fine, I guess, but I don't like having to wait a minute just to attack her. Most of these bosses you don't have to wait, except for Bread of Chaos, where you have to fucking do an entire Olympics challenge first before killing the bug. But yeah, no. Moonlight Butterfly, you just wait. Most of the moves are easy to dodge. I always get hit by the one where it does multiple fast attacks. I hate that attack with the Burning Passion. I'm kind of want to put it in E tier now because no, it's not that bad, but it is bad. And then when you kill it, that's it. There's no really. I don't know. It's like I just don't like this fight that much. It's cool that this boss is a creation of Seath. Like lore wise, I find that really cool. But other than that, this boss doesn't have much to offer. I don't think Moonlight Butterfly is a good boss. All right. Ornstein and Smo is another S tier. Okay. This is just bias, but Ornstein and Smo is great. This is the fight where Dark Souls 1 clicked for me. This is the actually. No. Manus is still better, but Ornstein and Smo absolutely rocks. I don't know. It's just this is a gang fight, and From Software has very varying levels of them. Like some of them are great, like this one, and some of them are abysmal. Gods can do, but I don't know. They made this one work. Both of them attack. Both of them don't have that many attacks, which I think works. The attacks still hit like a truck though, so you have to be very careful. And also you have to be careful about which one you want to kill first, because there is definitely an easier and harder version of the Phase 2 fight. And me being a complete masochist, I killed Smo first and then did Ornstein. I wish I knew that how much easier Super Smo is, because Super Ornstein wrecked my shit the first time I played this game. But still, I have very fond memories of this fight, because this is the fight where I had to really, really get good at Dark Souls. Every other boss before this was not that bad and they were very manageable. This one I had to really know their movesets. I had to know when to dodge. I had to know when to attack. I had to make use of the pillars in the arena. I had to listen to that beautiful soundtrack. This is a stellar fight, and I think they deserve to be an S tier just because of that. Pinwheel is absolute fucking shit, but I love it. It's such a this feels like From Software just did a shit post in the game. And also, I'm gonna put you in C tier. I don't hate this fight. It should be F tier. It should be F tier, but there's just something about the fight that makes me enjoy it enough to the point that it's actually in C tier. Yeah, it's obviously it's probably one of the easiest fights in the series. It's such a joke fight. Apparently, it's the reason why it's not that difficult is because they expect some players to just go to the catacombs early on. But the catacombs is a really tough area, even in the late game. If you are new at the game and you made it to Pinwheel without going anywhere else first, I would be really impressed in your skill, because the catacombs is one of the toughest areas for sure. So I feel like they should have scaled Pinwheel for near the late game. like after Ornstein and Smo, because as it is, this fight is just so stupidly easy. It gives you a good reward too, Rite of Kindling, which means you can have up to 20 Estus flasks per bonfire, which is really broken, by the way. That is some broken shit right there. But yeah, Pinwheel is pretty good. C tier. Sanctuary Guardian. Wait 1 second. All right. Hey, Stoner. Good to see you. You're waiting my stream. Well, that's unfortunate because it's actually about to end soon. I wanted to do all these bosses in one stream, but I'm feeling actually pretty tired. So after this, after Taurus Demon, so 3 more bosses, I'm gonna have to head off. But it's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Um. All right. Wait. Where was I? I think I saw the Pinwheel, right? Pinwheel. Uh. You're playing an IQ test on Roblox. Oh, interesting. I didn't know you could do that in Roblox. Okay, seems like I forgot. So the okay. All right, Seath the Scaleless is dog shit. I don't think Seath is worse than Centipede Demon, but it's a very bad fight. The fact that you can just get cursed by his crystal attacks is the most stupid shit ever. And like this is such an annoying ass fight to me. Like I hate fights like this so much. The run back to him is awful. I don't like running through the invisible pathways every time I die. I don't like having to fight his stupid clan minions right before the fight. And I don't like how it's very hard to tell which tail to cut because the reward for his tail is really good. It's the Moonlight Greatsword, which is awesome. But it's so annoying. He's so tanky. It's like this fight is everything I hate in one fight, and it's somehow not even the worst fight in the game. It's somehow not even the worst fight. Like, how do you manage that? Like this fight is, it sucks because this boss is also like in the lore he's very important. Also, he fucks Guinevere. Like it's not implied. It literally crossbreed Priscilla. Like literally that he did that. He banged and this is the outcome. What the fuck? Why? Every time I think about it, it's like, what the fuck was going through their minds? All right. Anyways. Stray Demon. Yeah, you're just a worse demon price. You're gonna go on the top of F tier because you're not insultingly bad. Also, I'm gonna put the Dragon God lower because I hate Dragon God with a burning passion. Straight Demon again, same thing as Asylum Demon. Some new moves, but like it's there's nothing. I'll put you bottom of E tier actually. You're not as bad as these bosses, but you are pretty bad still. And last but not least, before I end today's stream, let's talk about the Taurus Demon. You're going in the middle of C tier, I think. Actually, lower. Oh, actually, bottom of C tier. Never mind. Wow. Yeah, this fight is okay. Like, it's not a terrible fight. His design is awesome. I love how it looks like the Minotaur. I like especially now that I'm into Greek mythology, I feel like I can appreciate that even more. Like he's a cool ass fight. I mean, the fight itself is okay. His weapon is sick too. I don't like that when you kill him, you have a chance to get his weapon. You can get it later on, and I appreciate that. But I wish from the beginning you could keep it, but as it is, it's fine. This fight is serviceable, and I think it's fine. All right, I will rank the rest of these on my next stream. I wanted to do all of them in one go, but I for some reason cannot talk for shit. So I'm going to stop here for now, and I'll do the rest when I'm more articulate with my words. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll talk to you all later. Phantom out.